Welcome back. I'm Udar Pratap Singh. You're joining us on NewsX. The newly sworn-in Bharatiya Janata Party government in Delhi, led by Chief Minister Rekha Gupta, is spearheading the double-engine Sarkar. Following the CM's assurance of developing a Viksit Delhi post-meeting with Prime Minister Modi, Delhi ministers were seen hitting the streets in order to oversee issues such as waterlogging, road strengthening and garbage disposal. Backed by the CM's promise of fulfilling all commitments at the earliest, the Delhi government seems to be going full steam ahead. As the government looks at working on a 100-day action plan, the crucial questions at the moment are, what can we expect their budget to prioritize? Sanjay Sharma is joining us on the broadcast for more on this story. Sanjay, Chief Minister Rekha Gupta met with Prime Minister Modi today, has promised to implement the vision of Viksit Bharat in Delhi as well, called it Viksit Delhi plan. What is the 100-day action plan of this new government of the BJP, Sanjay?
देखिए, जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने अपने संकल्प पत्र में जो वादे किए थे, जो घोषणाएं की थी, उन सब का इम्प्लीमेंटेशन करने में बीजेपी पूरी तरह से जुट गई। जैसी नई सरकार बनी है, हमने देखा 48 घंटे भी अभी पूरे नहीं हुए और हमने देखा पहली कैबिनेट में ही बड़ा फैसला लिया गया आयुष्मान भारत योजना दिल्ली में लागू करने का। इसके बाद उसके साथ ही साथ एक और बड़ा फैसला लिया गया यमुना नदी को स्वच्छ करने का। हमने देखा किस तरीके से सरकार ने शपथ लेते ही खुद मुख्यमंत्री रेखा गुप्ता और उनके साथ में दिल्ली कैबिनेट के सभी मंत्रियों ने यमुना घाट पर जाकर के यमुना की आरती की और यमुना की पूजा अर्चना की और साथ ही साथ अपने संकल्प को, अपने कमिटमेंट को भी दोहराया कि यमुना नदी को स्वच्छ करना। तो साबरमती रिवर फ्रंट की तर्ज पर यमुना की स्वच्छता सफाई का काम शुरू हो चुका है। रिवर फ्रंट बनाएंगे, साबरमती की तर्ज पर बनेगा यमुना रिवर फ्रंट, तो उसको लेकर के काम शुरू हो चुका है। अब बात करते हैं सड़कों की, तो सड़कों को लेकर के हमने देखा आज ही के प्रवेश वर्मा जो दिल्ली सरकार के मंत्री, पीडब्ल्यूडी मंत्री हैं, उन्होंने जाकर मूलचंद ब्रिज का दौरा किया, वहां पर अंडरपास का दौरा किया जहां पर कि बारिश के दिनों में पानी भर जाया करता है, और सड़कों को दौरा किया उन्होंने। सड़कों के गड्ढे भी जाकर के देखे, उनका अवलोकन किया। मूलचंद ब्रिज से लेकर के वो सराय काले खां तक जहां पर कि सड़कों के गड्ढे नापने पड़ते, इतने गहरे गहरे गड्ढे सड़कों में हो चुके हैं। तो दिल्ली में अब सड़कें बनेंगी और उन्होंने अपना प्लान भी बताया कि 10 साल तक सड़कें न उखड़े, इस तरीके की सड़कें बनाई जाएंगी। तो दिल्ली को स्वच्छ हवा देने के लिए काम शुरू हो चुका है। आने वाले समय में गर्मी शुरू होने वाली है, अगले 10 से 15 दिन में गर्मी कभी भी दिल्ली में शुरू हो जाएगी, तो उसको लेकर के एक्शन प्लान तैयार हो चुका है। आशीष सुदोष जो दिल्ली के बिजली मंत्री हैं, उन्होंने अपने आज सभी बिजली मंत्री के मंत्रालय के सभी अधिकारियों को बुलाया, बिजली कंपनियों के अधिकारियों को भी बुलाया, उनके साथ बैठ करके चर्चा की कि क्या क्या डिमांड हो सकती है पीक आवर्स में, पीक टाइम में, गर्मी के पीक टाइम में, गर्मी में कितनी डिमांड दिल्ली में बिजली की हो सकती है, तो उसको लेकर के क्या हम उस चुनौती को मीट कर पाएंगे, या बिजली कहां से खरीदनी पड़ सकती है, क्या क्या जरूरत होगी और बिजली कहां से आएगी, ताकि दिल्ली में किसी भी तरह किसी को भी पावर कट का सामना न करना पड़े। इसके बाद अलावा हमने देखा मुख्यमंत्री रेखा गुप्ता ने महिला सम्मान योजना जो बीजेपी ने घोषणा की 2500 रुपए हर महीना महिला को देने की, उस पर काम शुरू किया। आज ही रेखा गुप्ता ने अपने सभी मंत्रालय के अधिकारियों को बुला करके उनको साफ निर्देश दिया कि सूचियां तैयार की जाए, किन किन महिलाओं को इसका हक मिलेगा, किन किन महिलाओं को 2500 रुपए महीना देना है, और ये 2500 रुपए महीना कहां से आएगा, बजट में इसका किस तरह से प्रावधान किया जाए। 24 तारीख को विधानसभा का सत्र बुलाया गया। प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने घोषणा की थी कि सरकार के पहले विधानसभा सत्र में ही सीएजी की रिपोर्ट पेश की जाएगी। तो ये भी तय हो गया है कि 24 तारीख से जो विधानसभा का सत्र बुलाया जा रहा है, उसमें 24-25 तारीख को सीएजी की रिपोर्ट भी टेबल की जाएगी विधानसभा में, जिसको लेकर के बड़ी चर्चा थी। अरविंद केजरीवाल पर आरोप लग रहे थे शराब घोटाले को लेकर के, सीएजी ने उनके खिलाफ टिप्पणी की थी, तो सीएजी की रिपोर्ट भी विधानसभा सत्र में पेश हो जाएगी। तो सरकार ने जितने वादे किए थे बीजेपी ने अपने संकल्प पत्रों में, उन सभी पर काम करना शुरू कर दिया है। दिल्ली सरकार का गठन नहीं हुआ था, शपथ नहीं हुई थी, उसके पहले भाजपा का संकल्प पत्र एलजी वीके सक्सेना को दे दिया गया था और उनसे कहा गया था वो अपना काम शुरू करें। तो वीके सक्सेना ने सरकार के शपथ ग्रहण समारोह के पहले से ही यमुना की सफाई का कामकाज शुरू कर दिया था। तो ये कमिटमेंट वाली सरकार दिख रही है। लगातार सारे मंत्रियों ने पहले दिन से 24 घंटे 48 घंटे में ही अपना परफॉर्मेंस दिखाना शुरू कर दिया है। लगातार बैठकों का दौर जारी है और अब विधानसभा सत्र बुलाया जा रहा है। तो आगे भी इसी दौर में ये सारे के सारे मंत्री रहेंगे, क्योंकि सरकार को कोई भी हनीमून पीरियड नहीं मिलेगा। पहले दिन से इनको परफॉर्मेंस करके दिखाना होगा, क्योंकि पूरी दिल्ली की जनता की निगाह इन सभी पर लगी रहेगी।
ऑलराइट, संजय शर्मा, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया हमारे संग जुड़ने के लिए। आगे बढ़ते हैं, कुछ मेहमान भी इस वक्त हमारे संग जुड़ गए हैं, उनका रुख सीधा कर लेते हैं। रमन मलिक, बीजेपी लीडर, is live with us. Naveen Dubey, political analyst, is joining us live. Professor Madhav Nalapad, editorial director of the Sunday Guardian, is live with us. Raman Malik, what are going to be the priorities for your government in Delhi? All eyes, of course, on the mandate. As after the mandate, of course, the responsibility has also increased on your party and government. Raman Malik, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay. The only priority or the only vision that is going to be implemented is going to be about fulfilling the promises made to the people of Delhi in toto, and even to the extent how can we better what we have already promised. Like in Haryana, we had promised to deliver, let's say on a scale of 10, we had promised to deliver 7. We have tried to deliver 11. And that is what we are doing and going to do in Delhi also. Now, the most important thing is we are going to work on all the aspects, not just the development, infrastructure development that is required and the upkeep of the infrastructure, but also bringing out the facts to the people. वो जो कहते थे कि हम कट्टर ईमानदार हैं, उन कट्टर भ्रष्टाचारियों का एक एक सत्य सामने लाना, this is the responsibility that has been handed over by the people of Delhi to the BJP government, which they have selected and they have placed to serve them. हमारे यहाँ पे we will not say कि दिल्ली के बादशाह हम हैं, दिल्ली के शहंशाह हम हैं, दिल्ली हमारी है, नहीं. We are going to say and we are going to show, we are going to practice that Delhi has given a mandate to serve us, that we are the servants of Delhi and we will serve Delhi. There may be things which the opposition and the people who are like today, the CAG and other things have shown that a lot of money has been given to people of the Aam Aadmi Party. लाख रुपए की सैलरी, 50,000 रुपए की सैलरी दे के लोगों को रखा हुआ था. All those people are going to crib. They are going to shout on the top of their voice. They are going to be creating a ruckus. But let me be very clear. Our focus is going to be on giving the promises, delivering the promises, whether it is of the infrastructure or transparency or the honest report on whatever has been done correctly or has been misused. Also, I believe Mr. Kejriwal should be worried about the 76,000 rupees, crore rupees of issue dangling on his head from the Delhi Jal Board. And also looking at it, I must say this, Uday, that today the most pertinent issue is how to create the rightageous mechanism which delivers everything, not just that 2,500 rupees that has been promised to the sisters of Delhi, but also the health care. Also, the Farjiwada of the Mohalla clinic has to be rationalized and created into a system that can work. There's a lot of public money which has gone into various schemes, which has still not been utilized properly. On the name of various schemes, there were expenditures done, but without any capital asset being created. Now, all those things have to be looked into, and there has to be a robust system which comes into place. So that is what my dear friends, the Honorable Chief Minister of Delhi and her cabinet, under the guidance of Prime Minister Modi, would try and deliver stroke after stroke. And yes, I can also tell on your program today that very soon you will have another fiasco coming to the Aam Aadmi Party, and that is going to be about the Rajya Sabha seat. Mr. Kejriwal would desperately try to become a Rajya Sabha member from Punjab, and he would request somebody to retire from Punjab. Now, will it be those people who have paid hefty sums to become a member Rajya Sabha, or will it be those who have been graced to become Rajya Sabha members, has to be looked into, because as it is, Mr. Kejriwal and Sisodia ji has been occupying MP residences for a while now.
Absolutely. Let me, in fact, quickly also draw in now Professor Madhav Nalapath into the discussion. Professor Nalapath, what do you believe should be the priorities of the new government? What do you make of the action plan as well? They're already thinking about, waterlogging problems, the cleaning of Yamuna, electricity, also, of course, Ayushman Bharat implementation. These are some of the priorities, as we've already heard from the ministers and CM concerned. What do you make of their action plan, and what do you believe should be their priorities?
Well, look, it's very important that this action plan get implemented for the simple reason that Delhi is, after all, the capital of Viksit Bharat. And when people come to Viksit Bharat, many of them come to Delhi, either first or the only city that they come to. And they form their impressions of Viksit Bharat from their visit to Delhi. It should be a very good impression, and roads, highways, electricity, housing, transportation, healthcare, education, all that is definitely got to be brought up to the standard of Viksit Bharat, to the standard envisaged for a country that is going to become the third largest economy in the world. So I think a lot of focus is going to be on implementation. The Chief Minister is a lady. That's a plus, because ladies are in some locations marginalized, and it's very good that they have been brought to center stage by Prime Minister Modi, including his choice of the Chief Minister of Delhi. And she's relatively young, which means she's able to get a lot of work done in the day. And I think she's obviously a very able person who has got the confidence of the Prime Minister. Otherwise, she would not have been chosen. So I think, Uday, we need to ensure that Delhi is made a capital fit to be the capital of Viksit Bharat. And unfortunately, the city is a long way from that now, barring a few locations. It's a long, long way from that. And I think the effort is going to be to ensure that this gap is closed. And when people come and visit Delhi, they come away with a very positive impression of Viksit Bharat. And they otherwise, the Aam Aadmi Party, let me say, got an outsized benefit by being in charge in Delhi. They were seen larger than life across much of the globe, because basically Delhi is the national capital. So national capital is symbolic of the whole country, and Delhi is indeed symbolic of the whole country. It's got people from all over the country, and therefore I think, Uday, the emphasis is going to be on ensuring that India finally has a national capital that the country can be proud of and point to as worthy of being the capital of Viksit Bharat. I think that is the plan of Prime Minister Modi, and I'm sure that Chief Minister Gupta will work relentlessly. And I'd just like to add one point to what has already been said. Employment. We have a lot of youngsters, and they need employment. If they don't get employment, then heaven knows what they're going to be up to. So employment generation is very important, and for that it needs to be in the service sector, which is a relatively clean sector, because Delhi has got to remain clean. It can't be further polluted than it already is. So I think employment generation is also going to be a high priority, because that's important for the youth, and employment generation in ways such as the knowledge economy that basically promote a green environment today.
Okay, let me in fact go to Naveen Dubey as well now. Naveen Dubey, what do you make of the action plan? Are you hopeful of progress given the fast, sort of moving of this government already? It's hardly been much time since their oath taking. They're already on ground, on work, sharing their vision, taking decisions, talking about their plans. Are you hopeful of delivery of the mandate that the people of Delhi have given them? Also, your response to Raman Malik's points that he made earlier. Naveen Dubey, can you hear me?
I am hearing you.
Yes.
Are you getting my voice?
Now we can. Go ahead.
Mr. Uday, first we have to confirm that a manager is appointed in the name of the Chief Minister in Delhi. No one can deny, because out of 48 MLAs of BJP, none of the MLAs or group of MLAs elected him. She is selected by the BJP, so she is the manager of Delhi, no doubt. Secondly, the directions, advices and consultations will be given to the Chief Minister of Delhi from the top command of the Bharatiya Janata Party, who is Mr. Modi, Amit Shah, JP Nadda and others. Finally, everyone wants to give a good shape to Delhi as its national capital. Earlier, the 11 months when Kejriwal Sarkar was there and Mr. Professor Madhav was telling that Viksit Bharat picture of Viksit Bharat, this thing, that thing. What about when everyone knows that 50% Delhi is managed by the central government and 50% state government? How much central government contributed in last 11 years to Delhi? Everyone is surprised and want to know what was the contribution of the central government toward the upliftment or the betterment of the Delhi and the development of Delhi. Nothing. Secondly, now it's the honeymoon period of this government, and I think lot of senior MLAs are there, like Mohan Bisht. He was now set aside, sidelined, and new faces are there who are not having a very good experience to run a department or a ministry. Now, you have to make a very good blueprint plan. And again, I am telling you, last time I told you, planning, sourcing, execution. Yamuna, cleaning of Yamuna is a very big task. It's not a small task. First, you have to tie up with the Haryana government. Now your party government is there. So you can ask Naib Singh Saini to stop all the activity or all treatment plant in Yamuna Nagar, in Sonipat, Panipat. Then you need to establish new WTP in Delhi. And also you can ask Mr. Yogi Adityanath to make some WTP in Noida, as Chilla regulator Nala is going from there and directing falling into Yamuna. So first you have to make priority, as you told, and you was doing just after your ceremony. You went to the Yamuna river bank and you made the this Yamuna Aarti and so many tamasha was done there. But I believe first you committed whatever to Delhi peoples, you have to start to follow the same. Major issue is Mahila Samriddhi Yojana 2,500 commitment was given by Prime Minister Narendra Modi that this amount will be credited to the women's account from 8 March onwards. So this is the first challenge. Secondary, the clean water. Now it's the summer season and there will be a big challenge. The clean water is not there in Yamuna. No one can bring the clean water immediately in 15 or 20 days or couple of months in Yamuna. First, you have to clean the Yamuna. Third, roads, traffic jam, and major point, free electricity was being given by the Aam Aadmi Party government. Now it's a biggest challenge because now you are facing the summer season, and I was seeing that someone was telling in that this power minister is making consultation and trying to make a plan what is the consumption and what will be the consumption in May and June. So you have to make complete brilliant blueprint, and I think that it's your opposition only. They were also doing well and they dedicatedly worked for Delhi. You can ask them to come and contribute with your suggestions. What we can do better. This should be the practice of the assembly. But here, what we are seeing, CAG report will be presented first. We will try to catch your collar behind the bars. Several times we seen the CAG reports regarding coal block, Ghotala, 2G spectrum and many more. What happened with Naveen Jindal? He is enjoying his position in Bharatiya Janata Party. What about Ajit Pawar? He is enjoying his position in Bharatiya Janata Party. Ashok Chavan, he is enjoying his position in Bharatiya Janata Party. Eknath Shinde, he is enjoying his position in Bharatiya Janata Party. So there is no value and worth of the allegations of the Bharatiya Janata Party, I think everyone, either Aam Aadmi Party, they must watch. As you are a opposition, you must be serious and sincere. Please wait and watch for a period of at least 90 days to 75 days. After that, you give your observation. Though Mr. Modi committed for 2,500 from 8th month, okay, not on 8th month, 8th April they can credit this amount, doesn't matter. But I think
Okay, let Raman Malik respond to you. Please, Raman Malik, go ahead. Naveen Dubey, you had your say. Now let the others come back in. Yes, Raman Malik, please go ahead.
Mr. Naveen Dubey happens to be a gentleman who's been very passionate and very attached to the Aam Aadmi Party, and he has always been available for commenting for them. So he's an unofficial spokesperson, and it is a rhetoric that the same company and the same group of people do. But thank you, Mr. Dubey, for accepting that the Aam Aadmi Party was a complete failure, because all the failures that you have given the list in your speech have been accepted by you, that those subjects were where the earlier government, which has been dethroned by the Delhi people, was a failure at. Now, having said that, now let's understand what Mr. Dubey is not looking at. Mr. Dubey is not looking at the very fact that there are going to be both issues addressed at the same time, which I've been saying since earlier. Not just the shortcomings in infrastructure, which are desirable for the people of Delhi, but also ills done by the previous government. And that should be handled, number one. Number two, and the most important thing, one thing has to be accepted and addressed by the people of Aam Aadmi Party. They were talking about manager. Sir, आपके यहाँ तो मैनेजर भी नहीं है. मुख्यमंत्री भगवंत मान पंजाब में अपने आप बेचारे रोते फिरते अपनी कुर्सी को बचा रहे हैं.
सर, भारतीय जनता पार्टी तो क्लेम कर रही थी ना कि हमारे यहाँ लीडर
टोका नहीं. आपको मैंने बीच में टोका नहीं. And I can really tell you, and Uday is a good person to say that I can make life miserable for others if I want to. Now, please understand and listen to this very clearly. You have 4 people sitting on Bhagwant Man's head to manage Punjab. He is not an independent chief minister. And anybody who was anybody in Aam Aadmi Party, all those people who were the founding members, barring 1 or 2, have been thrown out by the Ravana who says Eko aham dvitya na koe. Third, sir, I am today again speaking the same thing. Why, under what pretext does Mr. Kejriwal have to take over, or Mr. Sisodia has to take over the houses of the member parliament to stay in a luxurious plush thing? जो शीश महल का मोह है वो अभी तक टूटा नहीं है. एंड ग्लॉस्टर छोड़ के डिफेंडर पे पहुंच गए साहब. तीसरा चीज, he is saying, he is called in a meeting.
Okay. Okay, Naveen Dubey, now please respond.
I want to reply, Mr. Raman Malik, you were telling 4 peoples over the head of Bhagwant Mann. I am asking you, who is over to head of Vishnudev Sai, who is over to head of Devendra Fadnavis, who is over to the Bhupesh Patel, who is over to head of Pushpendra Singh Dhami. Then let me complete. Who is over to head of Mr. Naib Singh Saini?
कमल का फूल है.
There are only 2 commanders throughout India who is governing this country, and 2 businessmen are backing them. This is the actual picture of this country. You have to accept my dear friend. Number 2, listen me.
Why were you doing it?
You are telling about. Let me complete. अरे सर जाइए, सच्चाई सामने आ रही है, अब तिल में ला रहे हैं, ये थोड़ी होता है. अब सुनिए, I was never interrupted you not when you are speaking. Now I am speaking. It's my time. Please give me my time. नंबर 2, शराब घोटाले की
अगर आपने अदानी और अंबानी को एक भी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नहीं दिया पंजाब में, झूठ बोलते हो.
Shouting is not the meaning of the debate, sir. Please keep quiet. Let me complete.
सर, अदानी और अंबानी को पंजाब में आपने एक भी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नहीं दिया, क्यों झूठ बोल रहे हो?
अरे भाई साहब रुक जाइए.
अरे दुबे साहब ऐसे झूठ मत बोलिए ना. आपने पंजाब में अदानी अंबानी की किसी कंपनी को कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नहीं दिया.
More than 550 offices were constructed of Bharatiya Janata Party throughout the country. 150 crore spent on
We have given
on an
accounts.
office construction in Delhi, which is not.
अरे हमने अकाउंट दिए सर, आपने तो कोर्ट की जगह मार के बैठे थे।
This country was passing through the corona period.
You did take over the land of the court. You were told to evict that.
What a fun happening with the country, and what you people.
सर आप तो ऐसे लोग हो, आम आदमी पार्टी ऐसे लोग हैं जिन्होंने कोर्ट की जगह हत्या ली, कोर्ट की जगह हत्या ले, तो आपसे बड़ा तो गुंडा ही कोई नहीं है कि हिंदुस्तान की कोर्टों की जगह हत्या लो। इतना बड़ा कब्जाधारी कैसे बन गए सर? सर आप इतने बड़े कब्जाधारी कैसे बन गए? दिल्ली,
चलिए चुनाव निपट गए हैं, मगर लगता है कि जो वॉर ऑफ वर्ड्स है वो जारी है, जो बहस है वो जारी है। चुनाव निपट गए हैं मगर अभी भी बहस जारी है, अभी भी आरोप प्रत्यारोप का सिलसिला जो है जारी है। दिल्ली की नई सरकार बन गई है, उम्मीद करते हैं कि ढेर सारा काम होगा दिल्ली वासियों के लिए, और जो विकसित दिल्ली का सपना है उसकी नींव ये सरकार बोएगी। और हाँ, विपक्ष के नाते आम आदमी पार्टी को जरूर हक है सवाल उठाने के लिए, और उम्मीद करते हैं कि जिम्मेदार तरीके से वो सवाल भी उठाएं। फॉर द टाइम बिंग, माय थैंक्स टू ऑल ऑफ आवर गेस्ट्स फॉर जॉइनिंग अस। लेट्स टेक अ शॉर्ट ब्रेक, मच मोर ऑन द अदर साइड।